Welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim. We're currently inside Dragon's Reach. Let's go tell the Jarl about what happened at Helgen. And yes, that's a dragon's head above his throne. I want one.
My lord, please.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors.
Alvor sent me. Riverwood is in danger.
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself.
A dragon has destroyed Helgen.
You know about Helgen? The Jarl will want to speak to you personally. Approach.
Wait a minute, you know about Helgen? I guess that's the kind of thing that won't stay secret for very long.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Yes. The dragon destroyed Helgen, and last I saw, it was heading this way.
By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem.
Why, thank you.
Is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
I love how he knows what my talents are. Maybe the leather armor wasn't such a good idea? Or is he referring to my ability to survive dragon attacks? It must be the bow. That's gotta be it.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Alright. Where am I going, and what am I fetching?
Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right?
Hey!
I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A Dragonstone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Okay. I like simplicity. Simplicity is good.
With you. The Jarl
Anything
is
we
not
can
a
use to
patient
fight
man.
this dragon,
Neither am
or
I,
dragons.
if you think of it.
We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgruuf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure she will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
Whiterun had better pay its debts on time and in full. Let's fast travel to Bleak Falls Barrow. And yeah. My familiar is very good at taking arrows.
I'll kill you if I have to.
That takes talent. I'd really like to see you do that while you're dead and I'm looting your corpse. Come on, familiar. We have work to do.
What you gonna do?
Good boy.
What you gonna do?
And that's my video freezing. I had some issues with recording this episode, but the rest of it should go smoothly. It's just got some editing going on. Alright, let's go take care of that annoying archer. There he is. No. I think you are the one who won't leave here alive. Okay then. I love all these iron arrows I'm picking up. Now, I could head straight into the temple, but I'm actually going to go and pick up some items that are very cleverly hidden. You need to turn to the left when you get up the stairs and head over here. There's this little crevice, and there they are. First, let me pick the lock on this strong box. And, yeah, it's a little bit tricky. Oh, I broke a lockpick, but again, that's okay. It just improves my lockpicking ability. And here we have it. Yay! My lockpicking has increased. Woohoo! And, ooh, moon sugar. Those alchemy ingredients are pretty useful and a little bit hard to come by. The moon sugar in particularly, it's usually best to look for it at Khajiit caravans, but it tends to be kind of expensive, so I'm really happy to have gotten some for free. Alright, I like to sneak into the temple with my longbow because it really gives me the upper hand on enemies. And there are two bandits in the distance. It's kind of tricky to hit them from so far away, so that's why I'm sneaking closer. It's also a good opportunity to improve my sneaking ability. Let's see how close I can get. I think up these stairs would be a really good vantage point.
I want my share from that cloud.
Is there anything over here? I don't think so. Alright, sniping time. Whoa, that was intense. Oof, and that was a really good shot. Did you see that? Wow. I'll take my arrow back, thank you. And look at that. That is definitely in a very one-shot, immediately fatal place. This one, not so much, but it was kind of fun to watch her randomly go flying. Okay, there is an iron shield over here. I seem to be collecting these. Maybe the game's decided I really like them or something. We don't really need to sneak through this area. Ugh, cobwebs. Not a fan. These urns tend to have some smaller items. Amethysts are good. Sometimes they are empty though, and yeah, the other one is too. Kind of disappointing. All the way around, all the turns, oh my goodness. I really like what they've done with the place. It's got a very earthy vibe. I think let's grab this healing potion. I think, you know, I might want to make this a home. It's pretty cozy. I especially love the ambient sounds that make it sound like it's about to collapse on us. Let's just kind of watch this guy and see what happens. Oh, cool. I get to level up, and he gets to die. Fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and level up. I want to improve my health, and along the same lines, I'm gonna go ahead and take the first perk in the light armor perk tree. It improves my light armor by 20%, so it will do a considerably better job of keeping me alive. Unlike, you know, that guy that we just watched get killed by lots of poison darts. Let's loot his corpse! Woohoo! We've got gold and some studded armor that will sell for a nice amount. I'm happy about that. Okay, this is the first of several puzzle rooms. Snake, snake. Thank goodness that landed face up. Whale. So that's a pattern that we need to replicate with these pillars over here. Gonna turn this so it's a snake. And then we need to turn this one 2 times. There's our second snake. And we'll turn this one 2 times to get the whale. So we've got snake, snake, whale. Snake, snake, whale. Hopefully we will not die. Hey, cool. Not only did we not die, but that gate opened. Excellent. I'm heading up here because there is another healing potion, and sometimes there will be other items on this shelf depending on your level and the difficulty you're playing at and all that kind of stuff. Saving real quick, and let's go ahead and grab this additional loot. We have another healing potion and our first skill book. Now, Thief teaches Pickpocket. The thing is, we'll go up a whole level as soon as we read it, regardless of whether we're at level 15 or level 99. So I really like to save this. I'm going to come back with a follower who can pick this up without using the skill boost, and that follower can save it for me until I am able to read it and get the most benefit from it. I'm aiming for level 50 in Pickpocket for a particular perk that I really, really want. So I will probably be reading it when I'm level 49 in Pickpocket. And I'm going to go ahead and cast Conjure Familiar here. I have tried attacking these skeevers with my bow before, and it's a little bit tricky. I like the sword a lot better because I just kind of swing around and dispel my own familiar. That was unfortunate. But it's a lot easier to actually hit the skeevers with a sword. Where'd that one go? Is it? No, it's not behind me. Actually, it's right there, and it's biting my face. Okay, and the skeever tails are alchemy ingredients, so I don't like to collect too many of them, but I collect a few. And what is this? Ooh, Scroll of Fireball. That could come in handy. Actually, I'm gonna save again and then pull up that Scroll of Fireball. I think I'll favorite it. This way I can use it perhaps later in this dungeon or whenever I decide it will be the most helpful.
Is that you, Haknir? Bjorn? Soling? I know I'd rather head to the fall.
Interesting. Let's switch to flames. Those cobwebs over there are hiding a chest. So I'll grab this gold and burn the cobwebs away. It's a little bit hard to see, but there is now a flaming chest over there. And it has loot that is random and I believe changes depending on your level. So it's worth checking out. You might get an iron shield or you might get something else. Who knows? Who? And now it looks like I get to fight a spider. Definitely not a fan. Ugh, that thing is huge. Setting it on fire first, and now I'm gonna try my scroll of fireball. Hopefully it'll do lots of damage. Oh, and that seems to have backfired a little bit. I should do it to things that are farther away. And now I have no stamina, so I'm going to block with my sword. Wow, that was really good blocking. Go me. I think flames are kind of the way to go here. If nothing else, they cost less mana. So... Ooh, that was pretty awesome. I just burninated the frost spider. That was really cool. Never mind that it was already wounded. I kind of have to admit, I get a kick out of ignoring that guy and just going around looting. You can search these desiccated bodies, and sometimes they'll have useful things, sometimes they might have a coin here or there or something. I'm just grabbing a couple spider eggs.
Over here! You did it, you killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
My, you're demanding for someone in your position. Where's the golden claw?
Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there.
Hand over the claw first.
Does it look like I can move? You have to cut me down first.
Alright, but you are not going to like it.
Never should have come here.
Alright. You can run after him, but I like to let him go. He'll either get himself killed or come back to fight me. I'd much rather take some time to loot. And yeah, unfortunately these burial urns are empty. Oh, and here he is back. Anyone want some barbecued dummer? Okay, so let's take a peek at his journal real quick. The only part that you really need to read is the very last line. When you have the golden claw, the solution is in the palm of your hands. And these are words that we can take literally, folks. If we take a quick look at the golden claw itself, and we look at its palm, it says bear, moth, owl. So that's the pattern we're going to need to open the door to the main chamber. Continuing on, I'm actually going to switch out into my longbow and start sneaking. There are dangerous things ahead, and I want to be very well prepared. There's a jogger over there. You can tell because it's not quite as decayed as the other dead things, and it's getting up. That's usually a pretty good hint that it's a jogger. Loot, loot, loot the bodies. Oh wait, no. Oops. I was thinking of a different jogger. There's another one over here. I'm gonna go ahead and kill him. We'll get around to looting the bodies in a little bit. In the meantime though, this guy is over here and he is hitting me in the face with a greatsword. I am not a fan. Let's have some barbecue jogger. That sounds like it could be delicious. Oh yeah, so badass. I'm really enjoying this whole destruction thing. That is cool. Now, I don't like to take ancient Nord weapons. They weigh a lot and they're actually not much better, or actually they're about on par with what I have access to now, and they're not worth anything. so it's really not worth it to take ancient Nord weapons. But sometimes they have other stuff on them that is worth looting. Time to heal myself, which has the added bonus of very slowly raising my skill in restoration. And okay, there's nothing else here. I'm going to sneak again with my longbow and make sure I don't step on that pressure plate. It can have some very nasty effects, and quite frankly, it's embarrassing. Alright, sneaking a bit more, and there's another Draugr over there. This particular one is kind of tough, so my strategy is to hit it from afar as many times as I can before it gets a chance to attack me. You see this one takes 4 arrows. That's pretty tough. Loot, loot, loot the bodies. Ooh, Spell Tome Candlelight. Nice. This is my first alteration spell, so I'm going to go ahead and learn it, and I can start casting it. I'm not going to favorite it because I don't really anticipate using it much in dungeons, and particularly not in combat. You look a little bit too well armed to be a dead thing. Sure enough, you're an undead thing. Here is another one. Ouch. And now you're dead. And, oh, I better take care of this guy before I loot the body. Archer on archer at melee range. This is very entertaining. I'm gonna switch to flames though, because I like my Draugrs roasted. Okay, so Ancient Nord arrows, unlike other Ancient Nord weapons, are definitely worth taking. They are slightly better than the iron arrows I've been using. They weigh nothing, and no, they're not worth anything. So our best bet is to use them, because selling them is kind of pointless. And yeah, I'm not going to equip them right now, but they will come in handy later. Make sure you grab this chest. It's a little bit tricky to access, but it's definitely worth doing, if nothing else, for the lockpicking experience. And yeah, not the best loot this time around, but hey, I get to level up. That is very, very useful. This time I want to raise my magicka. I've been using it quite a bit, so it can only help to have more of it available. And I want to buy a perk that will help me to make better use of my magicka, say by making spells less expensive. Conjuration is very tempting because Conjure Familiar costs a lot. But I think Destruction is the way to go. I've been using my Destruction spells a lot more, and I can do a lot more damage if they cost half magicka. My next Destruction perk will be Augmented Flames. That will increase the effectiveness of my flame spells, which kind of seem to be my go-to. And yeah, let's move on. I really hate these blade traps. They are kind of tricky, and I can't really sneak with them. I'm going to try sprinting here. Woo! And I made it. Awesome sauce. Switch back to my usual MO, which is sneaking and archery. And down we go. And oh, that's a Draugr. It was a little bit hard to tell with the cobwebs in the way. He is not very good at pretending to be dead. If you're standing, it is hard to stand while you are dead. so you must be undead. Now here, I really like to bait this particular jogger, so I'm gonna not shoot him, and that didn't work, so let's try again. That one seems to have worked, and boom! I really love doing that. Let's wait for the flames to die down before we head into them. Okay, it should be safe now. More bone meal and gold. Not bad. And unfortunately, it's really hard to get that jogger active before setting off that flame trap. And this one... I hate the wall being in the way. I feel like that one should have hit, but it didn't, and now it's taking great sword to the face. Let's switch back to my steel sword. Yes, down to the sword, thank you. Oh yeah, look at me, badassly chopping jogger in half. Okay, and oh, I've already got healing equipped. That's very useful. Whew. Continuing on, looting more bodies. And let's switch back to the bow and my evil plan of sneaking through every ruin and killing everything before it has a chance to know I'm here. This tunnel you actually don't really need to sneak through. I'm going to stop in a moment. But actually, once we get up to this doorway, it's our choice. I like to sneak here because that sarcophagus actually has a jogger in it. Let's take him out before he has a chance to do anything. I love being able to just disable enemies like that. I almost feel a little bit bad killing them when they're like that, but it's probably better to take them out of their misery. Here's one last chest, and actually this seems like a really good place to stop. I'm going to save real quick, and thank you so much for watching. Please come back. We're going to finish Bleak Falls Barrow in our next episode. Have a great day.